Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel and my Satisfactory playthrough. Today we're going to be finishing up this power grid and then we'll head back over to our base, and I believe we had a couple more things that we needed to automate in this episode. I think we had two more power generators I need to put down and one more water collector, and then I think we're pretty much going to leave this where it's at for now. Well, I'm kind of shocked that that actually fit there. It didn't look like it was going to. Okay. I think those two that we put up last are already full, right? Yes, they're already full. Perfect. Means we can get one of these already filling up here. We'll do a splitter. All right, and then we'll bring a pipe up. That power line's maxed. There's got to be a neater way to do that. Oh, maybe there's not. Oh, we'll do this then. We'll just take this over here, and then we'll connect that one from there. That way we can connect that there. Perfect. All right. Pipe that over here. Where am I? Why am I climbing up here? All right. Something like that. Definitely still have a bit of a clipping issue going on there, but I don't really think there's much that can be done about that. I guess I could have used the conveyor lifts to get the coal down to the right level. Then it wouldn't have been too steep. Maybe we'll rework that at some point, but right now I'm just trying to get to the point where we can move on to other things. Just trying to make sure that this pipe is actually going to fill up enough. Okay, there we go. That should be fine. And then we'll end up needing another splitter. It's not going to line up perfect, but that's all right. We'll just put it like there. All right, so then as soon as this guy's filled up with coal, we will connect that last one and we'll be all set on this. Alright, so after that's set, we're going to be heading back. I think we'll try to, if I remember correctly, our copper sheets weren't producing as much as they could, so we'll do that. Then we'll set up our modular frames. And then after those are set up, we will get vehicle transport unlocked, set up all that stuff, and then we'll start working on automating the parts to do the phase 2 of the space elevator. See if we can start advancing stuff here. Sometimes it surprises me how long it takes to fill these things up, but I guess that when we added these last two, I mean, it's mostly all used, right? Like, there's only 15 left free, which is going to be taken up by this last one, so it makes sense. That's probably close enough, though. We'll go ahead and do that. And then we should be pretty good after that. Alright, so we're producing 600 now, only using a little over 4, so I think we'll be just fine. Alright, now we're definitely good. We're going to head back to the base, and then we'll get going on the rest of the copper sheet production, and then getting those frames going. Alright, let's see here. So this thing was taking 20 per minute on the copper, which we had one of these, so that's putting out 30 bars for 30 ore. I believe we were collecting 6 ore from this one, or 60 ore from this one. Let's go check really quick. Oh, you know what? Actually, we don't need to go all the way over there. I think if I scan again, then I can actually look at it. It was normal, so 60. All right. So then we can do another smelter, and then we'll combine the ore into a container, and then that way we can actually support 3 constructors doing the copper sheeting, which should fill that container up nice and quick for us. Well, I guess I didn't really need to get well, yeah, I guess I did need to get rid of that constructor, because first we have to fit a container in there somewhere here. Do that. We'll just do another power pull there to make sure we don't run out of connections. That's connected. We're doing copper. Then we need a splitter. Just gonna try to put all of this ore in here so that it's not in my inventory. And then we'll do a container. I'm gonna try to still squeeze this in the same amount of space here. Merger. Alright, we can just throw these right in here. Alright, I don't know if this is actually going to fit in the same amount of space, though. We might end up having to finagle the container around here. Let's see. Maybe. If we could put this here. Alright, we won't be able to fit that there, so we'll have to do this one first. This might not. This might not work like this. That's definitely not going to work like that. All right. We'll just have to make a little more space. It's no big deal. We'll get rid of that for now. And then push these out a little further. then we should be able to do this. Get the splitter on there. Alright, and then we'll just rebuild our storage container for it, and we'll just put it like that. Alright, that's not too bad. Now we just got the modular frames to do, which I believe they get built in an assembler. So let's just put one here and see what we need. 3 reinforced plates per minute, 12 iron rods per minute. I think we're going to end up needing to go find more iron for that. But let's just take a look over here. Alright, so we still have 3 extra iron ore over here. Or 30. Why do I keep wanting to do that today? I really don't know. So, if we still have 30 extra iron, I believe that's enough to make... Where are these rods being produced? I want to check really quick. Right here. So 15 for 15. So 30. So then we'd be able to do 30 rods per minute off of that. So 12 per minute on the rods. Let's start there. We'll take these 30 here into a container. Wait, what am I doing? I don't need to do that. I need 2 constructors. Hopefully soon I'll be able to get this base organized so it's not such a mess. Alright, that's not gonna work. We need a new... Like, we need to build this somewhere else, I think. Unless we do it like this, maybe. Alright, so those are making 30 rods between the 2 of them. So then we'll have those all combine into a storage container. Alright, and then we're going to take Let's find out where the other iron vein is we're gonna have to use first. Okay, so there's some more right over here, it looks like. So what we'll do is we will bring our power lines. We can take them off up there. And we will also take these rods over with us. Guess I didn't realize how far away I had gotten from the end of the conveyor there. Alright, so it's looking like over there is the closest. We're going to bring the power lines with us, but we're going to leave the rods where they're at, and we'll just bring this iron over there, since we've got to work all the stuff closer to the base anyway. Is there anything over here we got to fight? That's only 30. 30. Oh, wow. Are these all only 30? Wow. I wonder how many of these we're going to have to use just to get this done here. Forgot to make the portable miners. Well, that's not the right thing to make portable miners. This ground is really uneven here. I have a feeling we might end up needing like all of those. So let's just see how it goes here. We're probably going to want like 2 of these doing the plates. No, smelters. Alright, so then each of these will be used up by one constructor making plates. Oh, look at that. We literally need plates. I don't suppose one of you could just, you know, make a couple for me really quick. So I don't have to run all the way back over there. I mean, I'll probably have to anyway because I'm going to need actually quite a bit more conveyor belt, but at least let me get this current thought completed really quick. Oh, I was like, why is this not producing anything? It's because their conveyor is already connected. So it's sending them right out. Alright. Then we'll connect that there. I'm going to run back over to the base and grab more supplies. And then we'll come back over here and get this finished. Alright, so that should take care of our supplies to get this production line finished. So we're going to head back over there. See what else we need to do, because I have a feeling we're going to have to also add another couple things of steel rods. I think we're actually going to use this area up here to do the rest of this production line here. So the first thing we need is to get the reinforced plates. So we'll need an assembler for that. And that's going to be 30 of the plates. We're making more than enough of those. 60 screws. So I think for that to work, we probably have to take pretty much all the rods we're currently producing would be enough to efficiently produce reinforced plates over here. Alright, and then these rods here are just going to have to go into 3 constructors doing screws. Button. I'm getting ahead of myself. I was thinking about powering it, so I clicked the wrong thing. Alright. Alright, then again we're going to have these combined into a storage container. I'm going to upgrade this right here to level 2 because there's going to be over 60 per minute going through there. And then this also right here will also need to be a level 2. Alright. Now this should be literally efficiently producing the reinforced plates. So then we just have to make... Oh wait, leave that alone. That's right. Alright. We'll make another assembler up here. That is going to be for the frames, and then we'll just have to get the 12 iron rods, which we're going to be producing. If I grab another 30 vein, which I'm going to have to over there, we're going to be producing more than we need of the rods over here, but at least then it'll be efficient. Alright, so that's going to produce 30, 2 constructors into the rods that we need. Alright, and then we just have to move all of that over to the assembler, and we will be making our modular frames. Alright. Not too bad. Now, I'm actually probably just going to have this pretty much come way back over toward the base because I don't feel like coming all the way over here every time we need more of these frames. Looks like we get to fight some things too. Oh, would you believe I need more iron plates? Well, I guess I'll be running back for those really quick. Alright. Nice. Can always use more power slugs. Alright. I'm thinking do a lift. Nice, that's not too bad. Alright. Can I get down without going all the way around? Probably. Oh. Well, it hurt a little bit, but we did it. Alright, so for this, for the time being, we'll just put a container up here to store them in. Alright, it might be like a year before any of them get here, but at least they're producing now. Let's go get the other stuff that we need for vehicle transport, and we'll get that in the thing so that all we're waiting on is the frames. Alright, so we just gotta wait on those 25 frames now. Alright, so we need 2 and 2 per minute on the rotors and the reinforced iron plates to automate the smart plating. So I don't think there was enough iron left where we were just getting it from for that. I think there was like 2 or 3 more impure veins, so that's like 90 more iron over there. That would be enough to probably automate The reinforced. Actually, we might be able to do both of those from that. We'll have to go over and check after this because we might be able to do that. So I think we'll get these frames together, get the vehicle transport set up, and then that's probably where we'll leave it for this episode. And then in the next one, we'll actually get our tractor and our tractor station down, get that all set up, and then that'll make it that much faster for us to go out and find the stuff we need to start automating the smart plating and get things going for the second phase of the space elevator. I also want to take a peek here and see what we're dealing with as far as the rest of the milestones that we've already unlocked. So we still have basic steel production and advanced steel production to do before we're really ready to, move on to the next phase. So getting the smart plating and the, what are those frames called? I can't remember this. Adaptive frames, I think they are. If we got those things automated, since we need 1,000 of each, probably in the time that we're doing the other milestones and whatnot, those will probably finish. Although we might need basic steel production. I think we actually do need basic steel production to do those adaptive frames. So we'll have to take a peek at that. I think I had talked about there was more coal down to the south, I think it was, and we were going to use that for our steel production because I think there was some more iron down there that we hadn't tapped into yet too. Let's just check. There's coal, and they're pure, so that'll be good. Maybe there isn't any iron in that direction. Looks like we still have several untapped veins that are impure up there though, so we'll have to just basically figure out where to meet those things to start producing the steel. I have to take some time at some point here too and get more of this organization done because it's really going to speed everything up when everything is nice and organized. Plus, honestly, it's one of the more pleasing aspects of this game, getting everything all neat and organized. What is going on over here? I never powered these, did I? How did I manage that? Alright, we still have almost 100 to work with, so it should be fine. I think we have some stuff we can process here to get some more research done in the MAM really quick.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for fix-it coupons at the Awesome Sink. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet. Overclocking development completed. Power shards can now be inserted into all buildings to increase input and output speed. Underclocking is also possible. Note, power consumption of overclocked buildings increases exponentially.
Well, that's probably why we're not going to be doing that if it's avoidable. Oh my gosh, we're one short. Let's go.
Milestone reached. Tractors permit pioneers to move around the world in a manner similar to using legs, except with wheels and the rampant consumption of natural resources. They can also be automated to self-drive and deliver resources between truck stations, which in turn facilitate automation of loading, unloading, and refueling.
All right, so that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. In the next one, I'm kind of debating on whether or not setting up more production or I'm debating on if that's a good idea or if honestly it's about time that maybe we worked on some of this organization for an episode, and while we're doing that we can maybe try to bang out a couple more of the milestones here before we move on to steel production and setting up the stuff for the second phase of the space elevator, because that's going to be probably a couple episode process too, because it's a lot of different things. But I think that if maybe we just took the time to get all this organized in the next episode, even if it makes for a little bit slower of an episode, at least that way it'll make everything else go much smoother, because everything will be organized and easy to just kind of grab and go as we need. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next episode.